Hello, family. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you once again for joining Empowerment Network. Today, I feel very warm because I'm in the hands of two brothers. What an honor. Haha. So, I'm happy for everybody who is here already. Let's kindly share. This is actually an important topic, loyalty, right? What's the importance of loyalty to a business, to an organization, to an institution, to a movement like ONPASSIVE? Guys, let's discuss this. Just stop chipping on the chat section because everybody is involved in this discussion. Every comment you drop, I'm picking it up, and all of us are chatting on that. So, hello, Brother Charles. Thank you for joining us again.
Yes, thank you, Sister Comfort, Brother Collins. Always a pleasure to be with you guys. And I'm really, really excited talking about loyalty today. Okay. Can't wait. I'm looking forward to that discussion.
Yeah, sure. Same here.
Yes.
Hello, Collins. Welcome, bro.
Hello, thank you everyone. I want to greet my big brother, Brother Charles, who is in the house. The comfort, it's great to be among, the great leaders here. And I'm so excited about the topic. Thank you.
Oh yeah, same here, guys. So we all know we've been listening to the CEO, especially the past couple of days. We've been listening, we've been receiving calls and messages and emails and all of those. Some people are getting impatient and all of this. So we saw the need for us to discuss loyalty. So Collins, do you just want to open up? Come just from anywhere. Let's discuss this, please.
So let's look at loyalty, what it means by loyalty. It's about devotion or sentiment or attachment to something, to a person or a group of people, or an object. So we're looking at ONPASSIVE. Are we really loyal to ONPASSIVE? If we look at the definition, attachment to something in good times or in bad times. Because when you have that attachment, that personal feeling, you don't care the situation. You care about, I look up to this person. I believe in him. I trust in him. That is all. That's what matters. I don't really care what happened, because you don't want to be someone who says, I'm loyal in good times, and then in bad times you disappeared. So you are not loyal to that person. But when you are loyal to something, you don't really care the situation. I will stick with this person. I believe in him. I trust that whatever he is thinking or doing is right. And you believe with your whole heart. So nothing can really distract you. Whatever people says, you say, you know what? I believe because I really trust in him. And I know he will deliver. And that is the attachment I want to, we're looking at ONPASSIVE. Why are we loyal to ONPASSIVE? Do we really trust? Do we really believe? Do we really have that personal attachment to our CEO and what he is doing, at this point in time? Are we those people when, he didn't come out, we said, oh, no, forget about it. Go and request for your $97. Or are we those type of person we say, you know what? We don't really care. Whatever happened ONPASSIVE today, we trust him. We know he did his best. And we can put our finger out and say, yes, we saw the process. Yeah, it was not in his own making. But whatever comes, we will still stick with him. Say, God forbid, ONPASSIVE fail. And he said, I will come out with something else. I will still stick with him. I know I trust this person. That's the trust I have in Comfort. That's the trust I have in Charles, our brother here, Charles. I don't care what people will say, but I trust him. That's the trust. I know if he says something, that is the truth. And that's what is called loyalty. You are loyal to something, you stick with him till death. Until they prove you wrong. Let me put it that way.
No, that I think that's very true. That was a powerful opening. Let me hear what bro is saying. I would like to join in this conversation too. But bro, you go first, please.
Okay. I think Collins has covered it all. It's about trusting, something or somebody, right? To the point where it's like you're almost blind. It's blind trust.
Yes.
It's until the person proves you otherwise. And guess what? We are very blessed to have a CEO who is very loyal himself. Because I joined this company about 4.5 years ago almost. And tell you guys the truth, that guy has never contradicted himself even once.
Yes.
And imagine somebody who comes to a webinar for 6 to 8 hours, sometimes 9 hours, right? And he's just talking from the heart. without taking notes, without any scripts. But he talks like this all the time for almost 5 years and has never contradicted himself. That is loyalty. He's always there. And now, guys, remember in ONPASSIVE, we have the corporate side, and then we'll have I want to say the marketing arm, which includes the founders, right? And we're very blessed to have some very loyal founders, leaders, because most people are leaders. To tell you the truth, if you have a team, even if it's 2 or 3 in that team, you're a leader. That's the reality. And we'll have some very loyal leaders. Yeah, there are a few that, every now and then will say some things that we don't really care. And then at the corporate side, we have very loyal employees. As a matter of fact, I remember Ash once said, it is easier to have people with talent than to have people who are loyal. That he would rather have loyal people and train them, you see, than to get people who are so intelligent, but they are disloyal. You see that? So loyalty is key to the success of every business. And we are blessed to have that at all angles.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm just so, this is one of the things that I just like on Passive, because people really record stuff and keep. I know when I said this, it was about 3 years ago, kind of around that. When he said the same thing, he would rather get the man on the street and train them who is loyal to you than get over Sabi, like what we call in our back home in pigeons, somebody who knows it all and then it's not loyal to you. That's really important. But then I want to come to from another angle, or I just want to ask you a question, guys, everybody watching and who will watch later on, right? What brought you here? This has been a 5-year journey. What was that thing that made you to join? Has anything changed? No, nothing has changed. And if at all any change has taken place, it has just grown from top to top to new top to new top, like we all know. It's only changed for the good, for the best of our own interest, right? So I'm just happy that Brother Charles was mentioning a lot of stuff that I had in mind to say, about Ash himself. He is very, very consistent. He is transparent. When he comes, I know Collins likes quoting him on this. There are times he comes today and tells us something, and then he comes back tomorrow and says, "Guys, I lied. Guys, I lied. I said this, but I actually wanted to say this, or it has turned out like that." So he is always coming back. He's very consistent. He comes back to explain. Say, we meant this, but then it turned out like this. I liked what Dr. Let me call him Dr. B. Williams. I'm talking about Michael Williams here. And yesterday he said something which I was like, he says, listen, there are times you say, Brother Charles, I am coming at 2 p.m. And then when I stand up, I'm just going down here, maybe I get a tire puncture. And then, something has happened, I need to change my tire, maybe getting there at 3 p.m., right? By the time I get over to the next crossroads, there is traffic congestion and I'm stuck there. Brother Charles, wait, the journey may extend to 6 p.m. It doesn't mean that anything has changed. It is just that the course, or there's just detours and stuff like that. But then everything is intact, everything is working as planned, and everything is just going. So, guys, would you agree with me that our CEO, he is reliable, he is dependable, he is trustworthy, he is transparent, and so the loyalty is there from all the angles like you all have listed? So I just open it again, bro. Let's just go on this. Collins, maybe you go first since you spoke the last time.
Yeah, I just want to agree with that, because when it comes to software development, it's unpredictable. What Michael Williams said was 100% true. It's unpredictable because, remember there was a time in the webinar I said something. I said, it's like when you want to build a house, you call somebody to look at the foundation, look at the land. He said, all right, I want you to estimate how long I will pay you for this, how long you take to build this foundation. The person will take 2 weeks. The person started digging the foundation, made a very big rock. And that rock, the person cannot dodge it. It's like, I've seen this real life in Limbe where they were digging a foundation and there was like very big, rock. And you need a machine to come and break it. The person cannot do otherwise. Come back to Brother Charles. That's your foundation. I told you it's 2 weeks. But you know what? I've made a big rock and there's nothing I can do. You need to add some money I cannot dig. Brother Charles came and looked at it and said, you know what? It's true. It's not your fault. Now the date even extend because by the time you hire that machine to dig that rock, break it down, you know, sometimes it's hard work. You go down, you meet what? A well. Another stream, water is flowing. What do? It extend and extend and extend. The course and the plan have not changed. It's just because you've met obstacle, unforeseen circumstances that was not in the plan. And that's why in every software development, they have that unforeseen. So you give a data, what if this happened? What if? You know, and these are the things that Mr. Ash will not ever come and tell us. But that is the obstacles you have on the way when you did, because you are building something that have never been done before, and you just estimate the time, and it's just an estimate. That's why they call it an estimate. It's not a tentative date and said, I will do it on this date, because you never know what will happen. I think my brother Charles here will agree with me. You cannot put a finger on the software and say, I will do it and it will come out right first time. Never in the history. Even Microsoft didn't do it. We never know their problems. Google, we don't know their problems. But every software, when they start from scratch, there is something that will block them. Tools, or maybe someone is sick, because you cannot determine if I'm well 100% for 1 year. Maybe I'll be off sick. I'll be on holiday. I need to holiday to at least spend time with my family. All those things are things that they take in consideration. What if I said I don't like the job and I quit? You have to bring somebody to come and train again, all the system for 3 months, 4 months before pick up. It takes time. And these are the things that our CEO will not tell us. But does it mean we don't have to be loyal? We have to be loyal because we see for the back office, we are seeing the changes going. And thank God that we have the expert doing all of this. As long as the back office is there and we see an update, our CEO come and tell us. No CEO even do that. The company, I've never seen my CEO. I know my manager and they can fire me without my CEO even knowing. So that's the truth. So I'll leave it there with a chance to even add more on this.
I know. My sister Bridget just said something that I was thinking of too. You know, you don't only get loyal when it's moving right. If sometimes the two happens, like we have to switch and then take another course to get there, you remain steady and focus on that big vision because it's still there. Over to you, bro. Thank you.
I didn't even realize this topic is so big. And we can spend 3 hours talking about this. Colin just opened up another kind of worms in my head. You know what I mean? So it is true that you can see unforeseen circumstances. I used to work with a company. In fact, that was my first job ever in the technology world, I want to say. So, and it was a space imaging, we call it space imaging. We used to send satellites to launch. And that was my first job out of college. I was a Unix administrator. And, we were trying to launch a satellite. Do you guys know that we postponed it 15 times? Like, people will come, like, okay, we're launching on this date, and that day will reach, and for some reason, things don't look right. There's also that nervousness, right? Postpone it, go look at it again, and make a big announcement. People will fly all over the place. Postpone it again. That is part of software development for you guys, okay? Now, in addition to that, for us in ONPASSIVE, the project has just increased. Now we are self-sufficient. Now, when we first came in, we were just supposed to provide traffic, right, to any company that is willing to get our traffic. Well, guess what? Now, we are those companies that we are providing traffic to. AI-driven. Everything has expanded. It's like, I want to compare it in addition to what Michael Williams has said, wrote Ditto and all that stuff. But look at it now, instead of 1 meal, we have a 5-course meal or 10-course meal. Why not a 50-course meal? You know what I mean? So, but you see the progress. And I don't want anybody to panic. It's not like Ash is saying we're going to have everything before we launch. No, he's not saying that. He has finally agreed that we're going to go with O Connect first. Not so. And then O Tracker. So we're going to go strategically step by step. But we just want to make sure, remember, first impression is lasting impression. We want to make sure when we hit it, we hit it right. And then everything else is going to fall in place. You don't want to be loyal. There's nothing else out there. I always say, I've done so many things, online, offline, like it's easier to count the ones that I've not done, right? And when you compare to ONPASSIVE, night and day. It's the only reason, ever since I joined, I decided I'm not even looking at anything. You guys remember my rules, right? It's easy. It takes me 1 minute to know that I can do it. So please stay focused, stay loyal, because all you're going to do, waste your time, lose your money, and then come back crying, make matters worse. And we are almost there, right? We're counting days, as a matter of fact.
Exactly.
When I say days, it can be 10 days, it can be 20.
It can be 300 days.
It can be 90, right? But it's days, literally.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. You know, sorry, bro. So I'm just so excited that I just want to take it. You know, I'm talking over you guys. Bear with me. You know, when you talk about days, we're almost there. I think as a woman or as a mother, I feel like I'm in the delivery room. You know, the head of the baby is already out. We're just waiting for the shoulders to pop out. When the shoulders are out, then the baby's out, right? That's where we are right now. And when you talked about the launching of the rocket and stuff, you know, guys, it's so easy. Whoever, because people say stuff, people call us. We know what people call us. People write messages and say, look at just O Connect. I don't want to talk about the free products. They are free and massive enough. Maybe people are they don't care much about that because they call it free. Let's talk about O Connect, which is the paid product. O Connect here, what we have at the back office. None of those industries existing out there has ever had what we have at the back office. But in Mr. Mufare's eyes, that one is still ugly. You know what that means? So if you look at that, does it tell you anything? Does it make you think that if he looks at this and he finds it ugly, meanwhile, what we have out there, they don't have this? You know, but people have been coping and surviving thanks to this 2019, you know, thanks to whoever provided us what we used till now. But then we have nobody, people who have not seen O Connect, anybody who watches O Connect and knows where we are, what we have in our hands, that is far, far, far bigger than what is out there. But then it's not yet the real thing. We have not landed yet. So if you are not committed, if you are not loyal, if you don't still believe, if you don't trust the process, then you're on your own. You're on your own. So that's how we're looking at it. So, Brother Collins, I don't know if we want to come from another angle. I think it goes with commitment. So let's talk about commitment. Because when you're loyal, you're committed, and all of those things, you should just need to become the son or the child in the kitchen with mom, like our brother Charles would say. Collins, I just give it to you, please.
Yeah. So commitment is also a big deal. Imagine, because if we look at everybody here, they have done something, one thing or the other. They've worked naturally in a business, or maybe they have their own private business. If you are not committed, you have your own private business, your business will fail. Because commitment means you have to get up 5 o'clock to meet your customers. If you are a sole proprietor or you are running an organization, you have to get up. That's commitment. You know, you always said, okay, this is what I want to do, and you meet up to the expectation. And again, in your workplace, if you are not committed, you'll be fired. Because you go in, when they interview, they want to see your loyalty, they want to see commitment, they want to see teamwork, you know, they want to see how you relate with those in the team. It's not about your experience. Like I said, I would prefer to hire someone who is loyal to me than to hire someone with experience. You know, experience doesn't matter. They can take someone out there and train the person, and the person will do the same thing. But they want someone who is committed and loyal to the business. So they said 8 o'clock, you are there, you are ready to give your extra time. You know, he said, all right, my job starts from 9 to 5, but can I work extra if they want me to? That is total commitment. So the founders, are you committed to ONPASSIVE? Commitment means you must be able to go to OMail. Look at OMail. Like you log in, ask your friend, please, now I'm tired of Yahoo. Write me in my OMail and I'll see it there. Let's start to use OMail. Let's start to use ONet. Write me like some of the founders, I tell them, I want to see you in ONet. Why am I seeing you in Facebook? We have ONet. It's better. Let's just start to bombard that place. I'm not even talking about the one which is technical, like O-Train, people don't know how to bet. At least the one that you are using. If I get up 5 a.m. and I see you in Facebook, what are you doing in Facebook? I want to see in ONET. That is total commitment to the free product they have given us. Do you know how to use podcasts? Can you write a blog? Those who are good writers, I'm not a good writer. How many times have you sent a blog? Write a blog. How many times have you even put something on podcast? You know, the more we do that, the more we grow our ONPASSIVE ecosystem. And that's total commitment. I said, God forbid, what if we came to ONPASSIVE and there was no money involved that will get commission and this? We are using Google. We are committed to Google search engine. We are committed to Facebook, TikTok, and all of that. Why are we not committed to the free program Mr. Ashmore has given us?
Right.
Opal is coming. Maybe it will be a paid, or Mr. Ashmore can say, okay, let me give it for free. Are we committed? Commitment to the company, commitment to our CEO, commitment to what we are seeing. You know, that is it, because that's the real deal. The more we are there, the more we grow it, and the more we can point somebody, oh, are you on Facebook now? I'm on Facebook now. I'm on ONET.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember, Mr. Convo, you were the one who brought me to what? To not Facebook, when a Facebook crashed. You said go to Telegram. I never like to use Telegram. I said, no, it's not. You said go there because that's where everybody is.
Right.
That is total commitment. So we want people to be committed to this. It's not by force that you have to, but see the necessity of coming into ONPASSIVE ecosystem and enjoy the free product like do you enjoy other free product. That is total commitment that you show to your company that will give you what you've never ever achieved in your whole life.
That's very true, because when people are committed, they don't even have time to look at the watch. So what time is it? It's like we've been waiting for long. Some people find it so long because they're not doing anything, you know. So let's look at a few stuff that our people are saying on the chat, because there's a lot of interesting contribution. Our brother Sean says, trust the process. We are in a unique place. And Sister Rose, I'm happy you are here tonight. Thank you, sis. She says our first impression to the world will last long. Our CEO is a perfectionist, is smart, and does not do things for the sake of doing them. He does things to impress, and I envy his way of doing things. So, Brother Charles, I'm leaving it open whether you want to comment on this or you want to come from any other angle. Choice is yours.
All right. So, yeah, great comments. And I say, like, just piggyback off of what Colin just said. If you treat your business as a part-time, you will get part-time income. If you treat it as a full-time, you will get full-time income. So it's up to, that's why I keep saying there are people who have already worked so hard, right? They're going to kick off right off the bat, they'll start making some apples, right? And there are some who are going to take a little bit of time. So how much time it takes for you before you start receiving apples depends on what you do now, right? Last week, I think it was last Sunday or so, I had my digest and I told people we need patient endurance, right? Hebrew chapter 10 says, when you have patient endurance, then you will finally enjoy what God has kept for you or planned for you. Now, that means during that time while you are patient, you need to be doing something, right? So what are you doing? Because this time is being used to prepare us. If we do not have this much time, mentally, you and I will not be this prepared for the apples, right? So this time is being used to prepare us. This time is being used for us to pass the test, because people are going to test you, your family, your friends. Oh, man, that stuff that you've been doing. And they'll exaggerate. One of my family members told me that I've been waiting for 8 years now. What's going on? They will exaggerate, right? They'll provoke you. You know what I mean? But we have to endure. We've already done that. Commitment again. If you have a product, I always tell people, if I get a gas station or fueling station, as some people call it in other countries, fueling station, and there's another popular one out there, and I have my own, I don't care how good that one is, I'm going to buy from my own station. Why? Because it is putting food on my table, right? So we have ONET. We need the community, which is going to also bring us income. We should use it, okay? We have anything that's comparable out there that you use, you need to migrate. Not only migrate to OES, migrate to those products. Why? Because it's going to put food on your table. Remember, the more we are using these products, the more we are liking all those YouTube channels or every social media channel, the more companies, businesses are going to come after us on passive to bring business to us. And that money, what has I said, majority of it comes back to us. So yes, let's stay focused. Let's stay committed. We're going to experience growing pains. Growing pains, what does that mean? We are the first users, right? We are the first adopters. So therefore, things might happen here and there, but it's going to get only better because you know what? AI, artificial intelligence, learns with data. It gets more perfect with time. As we use it, the more we use it, the better it gets. Right?
That I know that's just powerful, bro. I really appreciate. I don't know, wherever all this is coming from, guys. This is how much what Stop on Passive is made of. Like we said earlier on, we can go on and on and on for 4 hours. We will not say everything about loyalty, commitment, trusting the process, trusting the CEO and his team. Just keep on keeping on because it's all good. My sister Masego is talking here about the giant baby. I remember about 2 years ago, I had a chat here with Michael or John Tambia. He says one person is pregnant with one baby for 9 months. So on passive is that woman who is carrying 50 babies, right? So we should give them 50 times 9 or kind of a bit longer than 50, like 9 months, right? That is how much it takes. So when we look at this, all of these analogies, all of the reality at hand, all of the seeing the CEO every now and then, because when he says, see you tomorrow, tomorrow doesn't come with what she was bringing, he meant to bring for us. He shows up and tells you that thing is not here, but I am still here, and this is where it is. He looks you into your eyes, eyeball to eyeball, and tells you exactly as it is. What else? How else? What can make you to be committed or to trust a thing that is yours or somebody that's your brother and friend? So I don't know. I'm not sure. We want to go on and on and on. We may want to come again, right? But then I'm thinking that we should be rounding up on the notes that people should keep on doing what they are supposed to do, given that the CEO himself encourages that even though it's all done for us, he's got the marketing department, the media, and all of those. You should do at least one thing for your company a day. So I just leave it open, brothers. What do you encourage people to keep on doing as they're supposed to do while we wait for this baby to pop out? Brother Collins.
Yeah. So what I would advise, my suggestion would be attend webinars. You have ONPASSIVE Digest, you have Digest coming, you have Heroes, you have ONPASSIVE 360, all of this, please just plug in and then go to your back office, read update, corporate update coming. It is really important for you to be engaged, because if you are not engaged, it's difficult. For instance, we having people who started 5 years ago. Things change every day, new update, new information. You don't expect people to come. Say, for instance, we have our brother Charles here who've been here more than 4 years. And you expect brother Charles to come and give you information, 4 years information for 1 hour. It will never be possible. Never be possible. It will tell you there's a lot of webinars or YouTube. Go and watch it. We have all of this. Nobody will waste the time for someone who's just waiting. Tell me when the money will come, and then I will go and plug in. It is a lot of information to take in. Even if they show you the back office, there is nothing you know. You don't know how to start, where to go, where are the products. So the most important thing at this point, because as our brother said, we are that close. It can be 1 day, 2 days, 90 days. What? But please just plug in, because things change very fast and more information every day. There are a lot of information to take in. And if you don't know, honestly, you have individual business. The day you pick your phone and call Brother Charles or you call me, maybe he will be somewhere in Caribbean and there's poor network running his business. You'll say, you know what? Wait, the day
You'll be in Banana Island.
Yes. When I come back to US with good network, I will be able to talk to you. And maybe if you are very lucky, he will not be able to tell you all the information, because tell you that, because where will he start? He has his own business. Mr. Asha prepare us businesses, 1.4 million business and affiliate coming. And the affiliates who are coming, they are plugging in more than those who comes before. You know, and now is the time. Don't waste that moment waiting. There is no time to wait because nobody will give you this information ever. Go into webinars. Make sure you learn. Ask your questions because this is the time they will show you everything because the time is now, not tomorrow. So I'll leave it there.
Sure. I just want to commend this our sister here who's chatting with us. You can tell that she's French speaking. She says she's got passion for which is helping orphan children, orphans, and their mothers. So my sister Hayet Zegidi, this is the kind of language that Sister Fumi and myself we speak. We love speaking a lot. So you can connect with us so that we discuss more about this. You tell us more about what you do. We like hearing that. So let's keep connected, sis, and let's keep it going. Thank you. So, Brother Charles, your last word, please. Last word before we end the show.
Yes. Just like Colin said, please stay engaged. That's a simple key. You're not gonna get everything. Those who are coming new to us, like affiliates, I feel like they want to know much in a very short period of time. It's okay. We understand that, but it cannot happen, right? So the best thing is stay engaged. There are founders every day having webinars, programs like this one every day. And these people are sacrificing a lot. And I can tell you one thing though, every one of those that you go to, you must learn at least one thing. I don't care who you are. I don't care how long you've been with the company. If you go to any one of those, you will learn at least one thing. And the most important thing is stay motivated, especially those who have been around for very long. It's very easy if you're not a visionary to get maybe tired. Okay, and people say, "Oh, I'm tired of waiting. You know, when is this thing coming?" You know, please. For those of us who see beyond, I'm never tired. Okay, but if you are one of those who don't see beyond, just hang around those people who see beyond, talk to them, get encouraged, and that's what I mean by being engaged, right? Because they're the ones doing all the webinars, they are the ones spending time, they know what is about to come, and they just want to be part of the process. For me, this is history in the making, right? And I've never been part of history, right? And now I have the chance to be part of that history. I am savoring every moment of it. I look back every day, I'll get up and I say, okay, what am I going to get from ONPASSIVE today that I can retain for the rest of my life, that I can hand down to my kids and their kids, right? And that's how I look at it. And I'm excited every time, every day. And if you do that, trust me, you will enjoy the process. You will not even be in a hurry. Even though we need money, I need money more than most of you guys out there. I do, okay? Because I hear people say, oh, you have money. No, I don't. I need money, okay? But the way I look at it, once this thing stops, this process, I'm not going to get it back. So I am taking advantage of it every blessed day. And that's what I encourage everyone to do.
Indeed, bro. Thank you. It's been a powerful evening indeed. And, you know, we could go on and on and on, guys. There's no need to overemphasize the fact that we just need to do just that little tiny thing, because the heavy duty can only be done by Mr. Mufare and his team. I am just here for one thing. I don't need to tell anybody about ONPASSIVE. My success in ONPASSIVE doesn't have to do with me knowing how to sell it. And everything is a done deal because we have seen it. I'm proud of myself, Brother Charles, when you say we should not only migrate to the OES, but we should migrate to our products. For the past for the 2 weeks now, I have been steadily sharing my own mail to people when I'm talking to a new company or to a new friend or somebody new in my life. Say, can I have your email address? Yes, I send mail. A few people have said, is it a mistake? You said at omail.ai. Would that be a mistake? I said, no, it's a new email that is spam free, and it have video mailing and then voice to speech to text and all of those features and stuff, unlimited storage space. And so they said, really? Yeah, I'm going to give it a try. And they write to you, you receive them and respond to them and so on. Let them not register, but when it's time, definitely they will get there. Just the fact that
I just learned something. I told you guys, every time you come to one of these meetings, you will learn something. I just learned a new way to bring in more users into my network. See?
Yes, bro, it's very easy and it's sweet.
Without
Believe me.
actually acting like you are bringing them in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Oh, I'm just
No.
using. That's what I love it, because he has his storage, and then
Yeah.
you raise their curiosity. You see that?
Exactly.
They become curious. Nice,
Yeah.
nice one there.
Yeah, because they ask, are you sure are you making a mistake? I said, no, this email is wonderful. Storage, and stuff. They're like, okay, I think I'm going for it. I've received about 7 to 10 mails from outside people I don't know. We just meet discussing crazy stuff that we find online and want to dare into, and that's where I am now, guys. It's worth the try because they send a mail successfully and you reply to them successfully. If you need to reply, maybe you don't want, you just ignore, but you see that they have sent. That's where we are, guys. We are fine. That's just it. We are fine. That's Brother Oliver for you. And there's no more to say to this. We appreciate all your wonderful contributions. We are family. We remain family. And we grow stronger together. Thank you, guys. And thank you, dear brothers, for making it tonight. Love you all, guys. Bye.
Love you all out there. Remain blessed.
Bye.